Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to make a reusable rocket launcher slash sprinkler that is very easy to do and it's basically upcycled from a plastic container. And before I forget, don't forget to hit subscribe and even like, since it'll help me out with the algorithm and keep these videos going strong. As you see here, this is completely valve controlled and separate from the spigot, which can also be used to control it as well. As you will see towards the end of the video, I will have other really neat bonus features and options that you can add to make it really cool and unique for yourself. In this tutorial, I will have two examples of two different containers you can use to make this rocket, but the options are unlimited as long as you follow some simple rules. Rule number one is, when you find a container, ensure that it has a concave bottom to it, because it's what actually centers the rocket when it's under water pressure. As I'm showing in this other example here, you can use a downy scented booster bottle cap, but it's a lot of work just to get it to float correctly, and it's better to just stick with the basics and what I'm going to be showing you here. You will start by completely cutting off the bottom of the bottle. Ensure you give yourself about an inch or inch and a half, or if you're lucky you can find a groove that you can perfectly use as a guide to cut. Ensure that the cutting surface is completely leveled, and this is a good time to check for it. Now we will work on the support posts that hold the lower base with the upper platform. In this application, you only need 3. 4 is okay to use, but you're actually adding more weight to the overall rocket. Although measuring is not super critical, as you see in this video, I'm eyeballing a triangular pattern, but please measure this to make sure that it's very symmetrical. For this next step, you will be drilling 2 holes that are the width of the skewer stick. These will serve as an attachment method to zip tie the skewer stick to the plastic. You can choose a drill bit size that's big enough for a zip tie to go through. By cutting the skewer sticks at approximately 6 inches, this should give you plenty of room for adjustment later on. Feel free to cut some extras that will serve as replacements in case you break some during use of the rocket. You will now use zip ties to attach the post and do some pre-tightening. You will now measure for overall post mounting of the lower base. I recommend using tape or have someone hold the bottle for you while you take some measurements and mark your lines. The upper and most widest part of the bottle will suffice as far as post mounting goes. You will then drill for 2 adjacent holes similar to the way the upper platform was drilled. Once you drill for all 3 post mounts, you can then pre-tighten some zip ties and apply the posts. This will be rule number 2, and it is ensuring that you have enough clearance for the water to dissipate. If you don't have enough clearance, you will quickly notice that the rocket itself is affected by the splash. The good thing is that with these instructions, you can easily make adjustments later while you're actually trying to fly the rocket. Fully tighten all the zip ties and you can remove the excess material. With this next example, you can see that the bottom of the bottle has a concave indentation, which is perfect for this application. This is actually my favorite bottle to work with because it's got the most amount of hang time and it's been the easiest to work with. And now we'll show you how to replace a post in case you break one while you're flying a rocket, which is pretty common, and it's the reason why I designed this build with parts that can easily be replaced. You can use your replacement posts and slide them inside the zip tie and easily put back in place. And now you should be ready to take it back out to fly again. For the launchpad, I'm including all these dimensions and instructions for how I built mine, but feel free to divert from it as much as you can in order to fit your need. I do have to admit that for the first weekend, we just positioned the hose vertically and it actually worked out for us as well. The water jet that you see in this scene is actually one that I had lying around, but in the details of this video I will include a link to the one that is actually better and very cheap to use. For this launchpad that I built, I used chloroplast as a top plate material, but feel free to use anything you have handy. As you see here, I added a valve to be able to control and throttle the rocket, and it's completely optional, but the kids had a lot of fun using it, so I decided to keep it. If you decide to use your own type of adjustable water jet nozzle, just ensure that the spray itself is not too thin and that it's pretty thick to be able to push the rocket. In my up and coming videos, I will show you how to make this net catching mechanism, which makes it a little bit more official when launching rockets from this. The kids are also guaranteed to like the SpaceX feel of this. Based on the design of these rockets, we were able to apply some parachute men to it, and it actually works out really well, and they get to have a lot of hang time. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or any feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments. And also like and share. Thank you for watching.